Hello everybody, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. Give just a second for everyone to join us, to find us here. So sometimes it takes a minute. And we are going to, while we're doing that, I'm going to share this. To my page, so maybe my friends who aren't on this. Hi Stephanie, welcome. I see you there. Okay, we're gonna get started here. I think it's shared. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and get started. I think. Did everybody have a good weekend? I did. It wasn't long enough, even though it was 3 days. So I don't know, it's never long enough when I want to do more stamping and crafting and things like that. So hopefully we'll get some more people on. Please share my video, tell your friends about, if you have friends that you think might be interested, have them come on over, join us. I'd love to get my video spread a little far and wide. And the card I made in last week's video was this one. Stephanie, you'll recognize that one. But for sharing my video last week, this goes to Janet Angie. So Janet, I'm going to get your address and send this one out to you, okay? So tonight's card is from that same suite of products. I'm just not ready to do Christmas yet, folks, so bear with me here. Maybe in the next couple weeks I'll pull some Christmas cards out. But we're going to do another card from this using the Gather Together stamp set, as I really do like it. So let me, I'm going to put the phone up in the holder. We're going to get started. And this won't take too much time at all, okay? Hold on while I flip you all around. Close your eyes if you get motion sickness. Hang on. Okay. Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and get started here. I have this really pretty card here done in shades of Seafoam green and some, it's probably some mint macaron in there. I don't remember exactly what colors are in that paper, but I know the cardstock is soft seafoam because we're going to be stamping with that. But we're going to work on this really pretty card. I think it's pretty untraditional, not traditional Thanksgiving colors. And I don't know, I think I said it last week. I'm not a fall person. I don't like the dark colors. I don't like the oranges and all of that. So this paper in the Designer Series paper pack really did appeal to me. So let's see, let me get my measurements. Okay, of course we have our base here. This is Thick Whisper White. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and we're just going to fold it in half. It's simply an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper cut in half and then folded in half. So it's really easy measurement. Okay, and like I said, this piece of soft seafoam is 5 1/4 by 4, and I've used the basket weave embossing to folder to emboss that. And I've also seen it done with the one that has wood texture on it, and I really like that. I don't own that though, so I went with the basket instead. And I'm going to go ahead and attach that to my base. Now sometimes this little piece here that's got some this embossing, especially this heavy embossing, it takes a little extra adhesive to make it stick. So let's put it on here. So let me know what you think about it. Give me some hearts, give me some likes, things like that. That helps me know. Okay, that step 1 is done. Oh, now we are going to do just a little bit of stamping. I'm going to get my foam pad. I think we're going to start out here. This is my sentiment. We're going to use the same one. I realize it's the same one from last week's card, but you know what? That's okay. You know, you could actually swap it out for any sentiment you want from another stamp set. This one's, again, is going to say wishing you well. There we go. Just like I knew what I was doing. Put that away so I don't put my fingers in it. That was crumb cake. Okay? And I'm going to use the banner triple punch to banner the end of this. You don't have to have the punch. You can use it with, you can do it with scissors, but I do better. And what I like to do on our punches is I like to turn them over and look at them from the bottom. I can see the end of my sentiment there, so I know how far back I want to back it off, and I just kind of make sure it's centered like that. And there you go. Very good. Simple as that. Okay, I have one more little stamping piece to do, and that's going to be our pumpkin. And I'm going to stamp it right in the center of this white, Whisper white piece that's going to go under this designer series paper. This piece is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm just doing it because, you know what? Saves a little piece of paper. It's going to be hidden, you'll see. And will be super, won't be a problem. Doesn't matter, just as long as I stamp it right smack dab in the middle. And there we go. Whoops. And we are going to use the die to cut that out with. And okay, here's my pumpkin die. And then we're also going to do this leaf. I love the, last week I showed you the big stamp. Remember I did the baby wipe technique and showed you use the big stamp and just cut out the large leaf using the big die. There's 3 small dies in this set, and they actually emboss and cut, and they look so realistic. They are really nice. And so let me pull my big shot over here, and we're going to put both of these through the big shot at the same time here. This is always a little bit awkward. Whoops, it helps if I turn it around. Okay, so, and you know, you can even share my video for a whole week after this live for a chance to win this card. I'll send it to you. But if we're not Facebook friends, you need to make sure that you are commenting that you shared down below in the comments so that I know. Hold on here. I want to make sure. I'm used to doing this standing up. There we go. I wanted to make sure I got it right. Okay. And through the big shot we go. Pull this off of here. Put that out of the way. There's our leaf. There's our pumpkin. There we go. As easy as that. And look at that. That's trash. You can get rid of that. Okay, now I have this really pretty piece of designer series paper. And this is cut 3 by 4. So, you know, and that's the flip side. I could do that, but you know what? I'm going to stay with what I had planned because I think the colors are better. So, I'm going to put my adhesive on the back. You know, I like to show you, too, more than just one card with a set because it gives you some chance to see all the things that are possible with a set. Sometimes you just see one or two things. So see, that's going to all be covered up. No one's even going to know that hole was there. So I went a little dimensional crazy, I think, on this card. I had 2 classes this weekend. I went through a lot of dimensionals because I had a lot of cards with a lot of dimensionals on them. So, but that's okay. Take the backs off of those. And attach just like this. So I can't believe here in Michigan it's already dark by 7:30. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay, now I don't know if you can tell there's a piece of vellum here, okay? And I just punched that out with the 2-inch circle punch. I already had it ready to go. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on it. Something you need to keep in mind when you're using adhesive, I don't know if you can tell, but you can see that adhesive through the vellum. So when you use it, you either have to use some kind of a glue, like our Tombow glue applied with a sponge sometimes will work, or you need to hide the adhesive. So I just put it here, and I'm gonna put it right down about there, and it'll be covered up with the leaf and the other things that we're putting on. So it's just a little tip. Let's see, let's put that little flower right about there. That's good. Now, I have a piece of this crumb cake ribbon, and it is part of the, what's this called? The Come Together Ribbon Combo Pack. It has the Cajun Craze twine in it, and this really pretty crumb cake textured ribbon. I think it's pretty. Look at this. I'm almost through the whole roll of it already. Where's my scissors? So I'm going to just clip one end here, kind of taper it, just like that. Let's see if that's going to give me the about the right length. Yeah, I think that's okay. I might cut just a little bit off of this end. So we'll put it just like that. And I'm going to use glue dots. I think glue dots work better for adhering ribbon. So we'll put those on here. Put this on here like that. And there we go. The less you touch the glue dots, the better, because you'll take some of the sticky off. Okay, now I have my banner here that I stamped earlier. I'm going to put it right on there with a couple of dimensionals. Actually, I'm going to use probably some of these little pieces here. I just clip these off and use them. You know, don't waste them. They're good. They may be odd shaped, but they definitely are usable. So I would like to know, is there something else you'd like to see me make? Use a different suite of products? Do you like 3-dimensional products in my lives? Do you like techniques? Well, I know you like techniques, and I like doing techniques. Is there a technique you want to see me do? If I don't know it, I'll learn how to do it. And then we're going to put this pumpkin on with a dimensional here. So I'm going to put a dimensional and then a little bit of adhesive. So I want that there. Help me. I on Sundays, I sit down and try to figure out what I'm going to do, and I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I see something, I say, oh, that has to be on a live. And sometimes I'm kind of struggling to come up with something. Cut that little corner of that ribbon off. It's kind of showing under there. I mean, in the big scheme of things, it's probably not a big deal, but I know it's kind of sticking out. There we go. So there we are. Another card using the Gather Together stamp set. So please give me some suggestions. I'd love I'd love to hear from you. Give me some comments. Tell me what you think about this project, some of the other ones. Share my video. You might be getting this one in the mail next week. So I really do appreciate y'all spending some time with me tonight. And I will see you all next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here with Stampin' In with Denise. Y'all have a great night and a great week. Bye now.